friends, welcome back to the Brain by Grace podcast. Hi, I'm your host, Kucheisha Langwa, and happy Monday, happy new week. It's so great to have you here for another week, another episode, another fun episode, another episode where I say it's my favorite again, but everyone's my favorite because everyone I'm learning something from God, so they're all my favorite. But one thing I realized, I have realized about learning is it's not easy. It is not easy, honestly. Like one of these days, like thought just came to my head, like this life is hard. But God did say like the road to heaven is narrow and it's difficult. It's difficult and it's narrow. So it won't be easy. It won't be easy. There won't be easy trials, there won't be easy anything. So I know sometimes learning comes with trials and you know all those things, but I'm all in because if not God, what else? If not God, what else like you? Honestly, and I think about honestly, you just think away of like your past before you met Jesus and just you just think of like what have I been doing? Like what I was traveling, I just went to like the I was doing before and I was like, what was I doing in my life? At that point in time, I was like, I couldn't even remember myself. Anyway, today's episode, yes, is actually correlating to how the road to heaven is hard and not easy, which is why you shouldn't carry heavy things on that road. Today's episode, we'll be talking about letting go. And it's something I had to learn. I learned like a few weeks back, a few weeks, not a few weeks, maybe, I don't know, a while back, about letting go. You see, as Christians, one thing we do is we we accept Christ, right? We do the prayer, Lord, I send into my life, I give you know the prayer we do when they do the salvation call, the prayer we do that, and we let God into our lives because because they say, oh behold, the Bible says, behold, I stand at the door knocking. Okay, we go and open the door for God, for Jesus, right? We let him into our lives. But the thing we do is we keep locking him out. So we let him into our lives, but we don't give him a spare key. So when he goes to do things for you and he settles them and he comes back, he can't get back in again because you've locked the door. And that literature just came to me about letting go. No, we give our lives to Christ, yes, but we drop our bodies at the altar. The next day we come back and we pick them up again and we go. So we're just going around carrying heavy things, carrying a cross that he has already carried already, and then we're complaining. They were complaining. I think one thing as humans we find out to do is let go, because our human nature not requires but wants us to be in control. It wants us to be in control. Like I have to know what's going. I have to know. I have to know. I have to know that. It wants us to be in control. That's what our human nature requires from us, is to be in control. And that is frustrating. It is frustrating. You get frustrated. I got very frustrated at that time. Because I was like, I don't understand what's going on. Because I wanted to know. I was worrying about this, I was worrying about that, I was afraid about this, afraid about that. And all God is just saying is just let go. He said, come to me, all the you who are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. But if we drop our problem at the altar, then we pick it up again and we continue going. You know what? I was listening to a sermon, um, Joyce Meyer, and she was telling us the story of Mary, Martha, and Lazarus. You know, Lazarus, their brother, was sick. I think the story is um, I think it's in Matthew. I know one of the gospels though. In Matthew, Mark, or Luke. So the brother was sick, right? The brother was sick, and they called for Jesus and said, Jesus, like, come over, our brother is sick. Because they're friends with Jesus and they knew that Jesus could heal their brother, right? So they called Jesus and said, they called for Jesus, Jesus, come and your friend is sick. Jesus didn't come immediately. He took his time. Lazarus died. 4 days after, 4 days after, he was telling his disciples, okay, let's go. My friend is sleeping. Let's go wake him up. So they went, and immediately they got there, and Mary heard Jesus was around, and she ran to meet Jesus, and she was like, only if only you had come earlier, my brother would not have been dead. So just like show me where he was buried. But just knew the miracle he wanted to perform it. He went, and oh, that was the part where they said and Jesus wept. The shortest book in the Bible. I think it's Mark 6:35 or Mark 7:35. There's another shortest book in the Bible. Jesus wept. So like he okay, he wept, and he told them, okay, remove he prayed them to move the stone that was at the tomb of the um the stone that was covering the entrance of the tomb. And she told the story, and then okay, they rolled the tomb, and she what Jeremiah said was that okay, there's some things that we need to roll away for just to access the to really perform the miracle. Things he has to roll away. But what came to me was Mary and Martha. It was painful for their brother to die. And before even Jesus, when Jesus said word to Mary was like, Cousin Martha was like, hey, like Jesus, the body has been in there for 4 days. It would be smelling by now. And what came to me was that it was painful for them that our brother died, right? Rolling the tomb would be like ripping up a bandage because that smell would hit them and they would be like, oh no, he's actually dead. He's actually dead. And they would cry again. Because I remember the time my grandfather died. We woke up in the morning and he died in his sleep. He was old. But at that point, I wasn't crying or doing anything. But when they were taking the body out, because it was early in the morning, they carried the body and they were going out. And his head hit the door, like the door post, and it was like he hit it hard, like you heard the doom that he made. And I'm like a normal person in their life, when they feel that kind of pain, they would shout. And then he didn't move in say anything. Oh, that was when it hit, when I burst out into, I hadn't cried until I burst out into tears. I began to cry. And I knew that, okay, that's probably how these sisters would feel. He, that smell again will be like, oh no, he's actually dead. She's not just going to come out of that room. He's not just going to come into the house and like, I'll just out for a trip or something. They would feel it and they would feel the pain once again. But they didn't, and they could have said, Jesus, stop. No, like you should have been here a long time ago. We called you weren't here. Don't come and rip off, open the bandage and still, like the wound is still fresh. But they were like, okay, like they let go. And that was the big example of letting go for me. If they let Jesus just do his thing, they didn't say, Jesus, don't do that. They held on to that hope that no, Jesus is the healer, and he has healed the sick, he has raised the dead, he can raise our brother from the dead, and can heal our brother. That's what they called him from um that's what they called him from where he was the first time, because they knew that he would heal their brother. So they let go. They ignored their fears, ignored their pain, ignored their everything, and they just let Jesus do his thing. I'm sure when the tomb was opened, for that few minutes that Jesus didn't say anything, the smell would have hit them, and Mary. I just imagine Mary right now, like just bursting out with fresh tears because the smell that hit and she had realized, no, this my brother is really dead. But she let go. So letting go can be painful. No, letting go can be painful because you're letting go of that control. You're letting go of that little knowing that you have, and you're just giving it to God, and you're basically going to that because now when you let go, you're going to that because you know what's going to happen next, and it can be painful. It can be painful because you don't know what's going to happen. It can be very painful. But God just is saying is just let go. Let me do the work. Because when you worry all the time about a particular thing, you are stressed out because you be thinking about it over and over and over and over again. Even your head, even your brain begins to hurt you. And then I think too much. I'm just like I need to stop because I start having headache. And like I need to stop thinking because my head is paining me. So you think too much, you start having, then you start getting stressed. So the number one key to relieving stress is letting go. I'm telling you, the day this is a miracle for me because I used to be I used to be overthinker. Because I always be like there are two type of people, the doer and the thinker. The doer is someone who thinks about something and immediately goes to do it. And the thinker who thinks and thinks and thinks and thinks so that we thinks and we thinks and thinks and overthinks and then goes to do the thing. But then the thing about the thinker is that a thinker can easily become a procrastinator because you think, but a thinker probably is a procrastinator. Because you can still be a procrastinator because I know about being cautious, right? You think and then you think, is this really going to give me this? Is it really going to give me this? Am I, what outcome is it going to give me? But there's a point where you think. You have thought about the possible outcomes, you have gotten it, but you're still thinking. That becomes procrastination. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, this is the result. I'll start next week. Oh, this is I'll start this. And you procrastinate. So I used to be a really big thinker, thinking about my future plans, my future love life, marriage. Who doesn't want to get married? Then God put a desire in our hearts, so but thinking about those things and it became at first it was enjoyable because oh my god, this there's a possible outcome. I will become this, I will become that, and it was lovely. But then it became to become began to rethink, overthink, rethink, overthink, think about this outcome. Continuously thinking about this outcome, thinking about this thing that is a problem. And I became, and as it started to affect me, like emotionally, because like I've been thinking about this and I'm not getting anywhere near it because when you think, you want to become part of your reality, right? When it doesn't come on time, you get stressed. And I got really stressed. Got really tired and I was like, what is this? Like, why can't I just get what I want? And I was just crying to God, to myself. And one day I was like, I gave up. Because you don't have peace when you have that control. You wake up and you're thinking, oh, should I have done this thing? Should I making decisions? What if that decision was not right? What if I made the wrong call? Because if you give it to God, you know that that part you have taken because He has approved of it, you know that okay, no, it's secure. Even if it's trying to look kind of the lot of potholes and bumps on it, you know that oh no, the end is sure because God is involved. When God is not involved, you're just stressed and your peace is just gone because you're thinking, you're worried, you're disturbed. What if this? What if that? What if this doesn't happen? What if this happens? What if this turns out to be this? And you're just thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking, and thinking over and over again. It becomes very difficult. So you want peace, let go. I tell you, I remember that night I was like really disturbed. I was like, Lord Jesus, I don't know what to do again. In fact, I give up. I'm like, I give up, take it off, take it off, take it off. I tell you, the next day I woke up. It was like a scale was moving my eyes. I felt so much lighter, so much. I felt so free. Even the appetite for food, my for food came back because I was so worried about what my future life looked like. Like the way my life is looking now, it's not looking like how I want it to be. And I was so worried, and I was enjoy my present time. So you want to enjoy your ordinary life, let go, let go. Just give God all the control. You see, a woman solves of said rejoicing in hope. Our hope is Jesus. He is our hope. We know He can do these things. We just need to trust Him. Let go and let God, basically. Let go and let God be God. Why are you trying to play God in your life? I'm thinking to myself, why am I trying to play God in my life? Why am I trying to look for opportunities when I can just sit down and relax? He finds opportunities for me. It's not that I have to go around finding connections everywhere because He is my connection. He will raise someone from somewhere and then person come and help me. He is my hope. He is the one I put my trust, the one I put my faith in. Is Jesus, in God. There is no need to hold on to all these worries and then get high blood pressure because of thinking when we could just give it to God. The ones I love that once I love that peace in letting go. Oh, you guys don't wanna know. Once I unlock that peace, oh, I'm never going back again. Go back to where to Egypt. Egypt where they gave me. I'm not going back to it again. No. Like there's such a peace in letting go. There's so much peace in letting go. Like you don't even try letting go and see that thing that you're worried about right now, that thing that you're disturbed, that thing that is keeping you, that is eating you up. Just try letting go. There's so much peace that comes with it. And the peace that surpasses understanding. Not peace of the world, though. The peace that surpasses understanding. This peace is always there, whether it's good or bad. So when you let go and God gives you a rainbow, and then after a while you can't see the rainbow, it's called clouds, dark clouds. There's still God's peace with you. Because you know that, oh no, I cannot see the rainbow, it's dark clouds. It's like wind almost taking off my roof. But you know what? I have hope in Jesus. I have hope in God. I know that He is going to sustain me and He is going to take me to that place that He has promised to take me. God never breaks His promises. God never breaks His promises. It's just timing. It's just timing. So we went to church today and we were listening and they were speaking about um you see somebody with this thing, God has blessed somebody with this thing, and you are thinking, when did this happen to me? Basically, and it looks like you're in a waiting period. Waiting period is just preparing you for the time, preparing your body, your soul, your mind for the time where that thing will be given to you. Because if your body is not prepared, if your body is not what's the word now? It's not is it in tune? I don't find the word, but if you are not basically prepared, God all the in that this waiting period where everything looks dark, dry and empty and wilderness, it's just God preparing you for that blessing He's going to give you, for that overflow He's going to give you. That's all He's doing, preparing you for it. It may not look like it, or it might be painful, but So he said, talking about fruits. Yes, you can have fruits, but are those fruits, are they good fruits to be multiplied? So the devil will multiply a fruit in you, but it's not a good one. He multiply a fruit, but it's not a good one. But God is like, I want to multiply that fruit, but I want you to go to the period of not bearing fruit. So you build up yourself, build up your capacity, take in nutrients so that when that time comes for you to bear fruit, you bear the fruit and I will multiply. Guys, let's just learn to let go. Because holding on to things is really not necessary. It really isn't. It really isn't. Uh, it just brings you stress and pain. So there's this serenity prayer. But just the last part we're going to look at. Because that last part it really captured me. So it says living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting as the pathway to peace, taking as Jesus did the sinful world as it is, not as I would have it, trusting that He will make all things right if I surrender to His will, so that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with Him forever in the next. Amen. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardships as a pathway to peace, as a pathway to peace. Not as oh Jesus has left me, Jesus doesn't love me, Jesus doesn't care about me. As I always say, I think that when you are preaching to new Christians, but let's be telling them that these Christians are coming like it's gonna be easy oh. Because most Christians, most people when they get into it, they come thinking, oh I have suffered before, I just want to come and rest and just enjoy myself, no problems. There's going to be problems, but you're still going to have rest because you're resting in Him, not in the world. You're still going to have peace because He gives you peace that surpasses all understanding. So that trial they are going through, that pain you are going through, that hardship you are going through. He says it is the um how am I forgetting words this evening? But it is the I'm just using my own word like forming of your character. Yes, character. It's the forming of your character to be able to sustain that thing that God is going to that place God is going to take you to. Say taking as Jesus did the sinful world as it is, not as I would have it. The one thing the one thing that I was reading Matthew, well, the beginning, and it was when John the Baptist was baptizing the people, and then the Pharisees came. And Pharisees came, and they they came, right? He knew what they were thinking. He knew that they were not coming to be baptized. He knew what they were thinking. Then he said to them, "You put the vipers," and then he just he told them and sent them away. But and just and suddenly it just came to me. Okay, John the Baptist knew what they're thinking. But most of us Christians, right? A new person comes into church and maybe the person, a guy, he has braids, he has earrings, and he's sagging his trousers, just being. But he was like, oh, he just came to see what's going on in church. And then suddenly you're harassing him, you're doing this, you're calling him an unbeliever, what have you. He will never come back there again because he wasn't received with hospitality. He would never come back there again. So what if one of those Pharisees Sadducees, what if they had the mind in their mind, what if they actually wanted to come and get baptized? After John the Baptist said hmm, they wouldn't go anywhere. Because they'll be like, oh, it's the way that way Christianity is. We're taking as Jesus did this simple word as is, not as we want it to be. Be nice to everybody. We are the salt of the earth. Be a salty Christian. Be a salty Christian, just when I said. So that people will be thirsty for what you have. Don't look down people. Don't because of don't do it. Loving everybody. God is love, so we also have to be love. And to show love. So guys, let's let go. It's not it's very easy to let go, but it's very hard to not pick it up again. One thing I've learned that numerous of things that I've picked up again that I should have let go. I should let go, not now. I've picked it up again. Letting go is easy. Oh yeah, just I give it to you. The devil will come again. "Ah, remember that thing that thing wanted to do. Ah, we can't do it if we're not doing this one. And then you start stressing out. Let's learn to let go, guys. It's a beautiful thing. God will give you His peace, His joy. And I pray that even as we go on through this week, that we learn to give God everything. Letting go happens every day. It's not a once in a month time something. But like I said, it's easy to let go, but it's hard to not pick up again. It's easy it's easy to pick it up again. And just ask God for grace to drop our worries at the altar, to drop everything at the altar and go with Him. I pray God will help us all. I pray God gives us peace even as we let go this week. Even as we give Him our all, give Him our fears, He blesses us. Even as we let go and gives us His peace that is with us. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. I'm so excited to have you here and thank you because we are going together, you're my friends, and I just pray that God helps each and every one of us wherever we are. You know, we do even as we go out this week, that the Lord goes with us, He goes before us, and He causes His face to shine upon us. And I'll see you guys next week by God's grace.